McManaman and Darren Fletcher.
Well, he hasn't done anything at half-time. We wondered towards the end of the first 45 minutes, Steve, whether he might send on someone like Kevin De Bruyne, Jeremy Doku, maybe a Jack Grealish, but it's the 11 that started the first half, starting the second.
Yeah, nobody was out at half-time, were they? And there's certainly nobody warming up at the moment for Manchester City. So we'll see if that changes. Maybe he's given the starting 11 the opportunity to get back into this game if they can.
It's a Real Madrid team that's only lost 2 of their last 19 games in all competitions. They've now scored in 21 of their last 22 matches. And the 2 goals in the first half scored by Kylian Mbappe would have delighted Carlo Ancelotti, who looks as though he can enjoy another European fixture here at the Bernabeu without too much stress. All the emphasis here in the second half on whether Manchester City can first score the next goal in the tie and then from that point try and mount some sort of comeback. But they've got to play significantly better in this half than we saw them play in the first.
Yeah, a few positional tweaks. Savinho looks as if he's gone on the left-hand side now. Phil Foden on the right. Bernardo Silva pushed up slightly. So we'll see if that helps, if it works.
Ruben Dias pressured there by Vinicius Junior, and then plenty of time for the returning Rudiger to take the ball down. Of course, they're in this position tonight, Manchester City, because they blew leads in Lisbon against Sporting, in Paris against PSG, at the Etihad against Feyenoord. It cost them 8 points in total, and they paid the price, dropping into this playoff round and having to play the defending European champions over 2 legs at this point. When you look back at it, they've only got themselves to blame because they put themselves in positions to win matches and then couldn't see the job through, and they've lost the ball there, and that's going to be the easiest yellow card of the night for Nico Gonzalez. He was literally ripping Vinny Junior's shorts off.
Yeah, he knew he made a mistake and Vinny Junior was away. Good old-fashioned rugby tackle, nothing wrong with that. He needs to jump up to speed, doesn't he, Nico Gonzalez? He looks a little bit lethargic out there.
Valverde finding Vinicius Junior, who in turn finds Mendy. Well, Rio's back with us. It's not that far a journey from the studio to the commentary position. Rio, what do you want to see by way of improvement from City in the second half?
I think they've got to be able to deal with the transition 100%. The movement of the Real Madrid players, they're not being able to deal with that at all in the first half. The speed, the timing, and they've been punished. They've got to create chances, mate. They've got to make this Real Madrid team defend. Courtois hasn't touched the ball with his hands, I think, in the first half. Make him make a save.
You're getting your steps in tonight, mate, aren't you?
Oh, and a lovely sandwich on the way back now.
Oh, did you? Stop getting me jealous there, stop it.
Fletch bought me, didn't I buy you one? Fletch bought me one.
Oh, no.
Favouritism.
It is.
Hopefully Macron will start telling the truth in about a minute. Here's Savinho. Good tackle up, hit by Chouameni, and then Ceballos. It works its way here to Mbappe. Now Mendy. Here's Rodrigo. It's a lovely ball down the line to Valverde. First time, and it goes now to Bellingham. Real Madrid on the move for the first time in the second half. It's Mbappe, Bellingham. Now Valverde, Rodrigo, shooting Rodrigo. Over the top of the bar. But they were on the move impressively again there, Madrid.
Yeah, you see what he wants to do. He's inside of his right foot. He's trying to bend it up and down, get it in that far corner as it's spinning away from Ederson. Just leans back slightly.
I must say, Rio, I feel a bit sorry for Rodrigo, if you can feel sorry for a player who starts a lot of games for Real Madrid, but it's always Vinicius Junior and Mbappe and Bellingham that get the headlines, but he's been such a good player, or is such a good player for them.
Absolutely, I think he's a wonderful footballer, and I think he's a player's player, a real player's player. What he does without the ball, but also on the ball, he makes great decisions, and he affects games with goals and big moments. I think today's been a really good example of that. Out of possession, diligent, responsible in his positioning, but then when they have the ball, very, very direct. And I think, again, beginning of the season doesn't feature. He's the one who looks a lot lost or out of the team. Business end of the season comes, he's straight back in.
Jude Bellingham. Now Fede Valverde. There's a real swagger about the way that Real Madrid are going about it.
There is a real arrogance, particularly Mbappe. Just turning, dropping his shoulders, having an extra touch.
City have got quite a few subs warming up down below us, but significantly Erling Haaland isn't one of them. I mean, we made the point that he wasn't out there warming up before the game. We won't be seeing him tonight. Vinicius Junior on the run, and Ruben Dias only just able to get there. It's good defending again by Manchester City's captain up against the Brazilian of Real Madrid. And that's a throw-in to Real.
Yeah, no De Bruyne warming up, so I don't know whether he might have a knock or something, because you think he'd be, with his experience, a player that you can rely on. But he's not down there.
There's Ferland Mendy. A little bit of acceleration there by Mbappe to get away from Nico Gonzalez. Now he's got Kusanov ahead of him. And they give away an unnecessary corner in the end, Manchester City. Ruben Dias the culprit. So Ceballos out to take it. Both Rudiger and Asensio have gone in there. All of this being played in front of that wall of white that's behind Ederson's goal. Here's Valverde. Rodrigo. Left foot hit by Rodrigo. That one stung the palms of Ederson. And then quickly back on the scene to win it, Rodrigo. I mean, look at the work out of possession there from Rodrigo. Now Vinicius Junior. Brilliant play to get away from Gundogan. Pulled back towards Valverde. That's an important header by Marmoush, but it illustrated your point perfectly, Rio. Had the shot, then he was the first to it after to get the rebound.
Yeah, any good young wingers who are watching the game, I'd advise them definitely to get a little bit of a video pack of Rodrigo today, both in and out of possession. Happy to do either side of the game.
Valverde slides a brilliant ball in. That's outstanding defending by Ruben Dias. What a cross from Valverde.
Wow.
And the white shirts were flooding Bellingham, Rodrigo. Tony Rudiger was at the far post.
Tchouaméni flicked it in. Cardiol heads it away. Valverde on it. It's a clash that's brought a free kick though to Manchester City.
Yeah, Tchouaméni, there's the ball in, just fizzed in. There's Tony Rudiger, look at him at the far post. But wonderful defensive play.
Do you know what? The image in the background of Valverde almost leading to see who's going to put it in, because it was that good a cross. There's the Rodrigo chance that Ederson couldn't hold.
Guys, does Valverde remind you of there's similarities? I'm not saying he's as good as at all, but does he remind you in some of his actions of a Steven Gerrard in the way he
he's got
hits
the same
ball,
type of physique, hasn't he, as well?
can play anywhere really. Anywhere he plays to a high level, doesn't he?
Brilliant player.
It's one of the untouchables here, Steve,
Yeah,
isn't he?
oh yeah. I mean, they bought Real Madrid, yes, they do buy players for £100 million, as we've seen. He was €5 million, Fede Valverde. I mean, what a bargain he has been.
What do they say? The best ability is availability, and he plays every match for them. He's played every fixture this season. Only missed one fixture last season. And as Stephen Rio have been saying, he can play anywhere. He's just a natural footballer. Wherever you put him, he plays like he's been there his whole career. We're seeing that. There's a right back at the moment. No Dani Carvajal, and Lucas Vazquez has been injured, so he's taken one for the team wearing the captain's armband and played superbly out there.